Welcome back to this Let's Play of Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic 2. Last time we got a lot of big picture information, some of which we don't know in character, specifically the conversation between Kreia and Disciple about Kreia is just trying to prove the universe she's right, and somebody else is trying to kill all life in it. So, yeah, that killing all life is probably Visas' master. We'll deal with him eventually. We also had a little conversation with T3M4 and pulled up an old recording showing a character from the first game talking about another character from the first game who essentially has, through T3M4, indirectly recruited you to save the world, or the universe, or all life as we know it. Anyway, that may have actually been restored content. I'm not sure. I don't think I've ever seen it before, but I've only played through this game like once or twice before, so maybe I just missed it. The only image of Bastel I know that was supposed to show up is if you set Revan to be dark side and then look at Korriban. So I don't know. Maybe that was restored. Anyway, talking to Kreia here, there's another thing that's definitely not in the base game here, which you can ask her. I wish to learn about lightsaber combat.
Very well.
And to do this, you have to equip Visas with a lightsaber. I've given her a short saber with nothing in it, so it's very weak.
If you travel with us, Blinded One, then you shall work for your passage on this vessel. Your lightsaber, give it to me.
I shall die before it passes from my hands.
Your lightsaber, give it to me.
The crystal I took from the condensed mist, Sunken.
It is adequate. You are young. Your energy for such things surpasses mine. And your skill is enough that you may teach her the basics of the weapon. There is much she has forgotten.
There's only so much I can teach her.
That fact did not escape me. Now, try to kill her with the single blade. Use no other force technique, no items, merely the blade.
Okay. Now, I think you were supposed to do this a long time ago, but
A weakness is revealed.
It doesn't get unhappy with you if you're using Flurry. Unfortunately, there's a disadvantage to doing this late, in that Visas here has a lot of skill in healing, and so...
Now do it with two weapons, one in each hand. Again, no items, no force powers. Let us see what you can do when your hands and mind are divided. No force techniques other than weapon skill. Let it flow. Let the force fill the cracks in your spirit.
Alright, well, this is going to be even faster because, well, now we can't use Master Speed.
Now, divest yourself of your weapons. You, Blinded One, you will keep yours. Let us see what you can do when you have no weapons left to you. Now, attack her.
This is, there's essentially two ways to do this. You can either win through just barehanded attacks, or...
You have disobeyed me. Why?
I used a force power. And she didn't say anything about force powers on that last time.
No, I did not. Why did you resort to them?
And you can choose because when fighting our enemies, there are no such rules.
It is enough. There is nothing more for me to teach you. You know as much of battle as I.
And it's just 1,000 XP. Maybe not, super important, but, hey, why not? Oops. Blue goes in the main hand, green goes in the offhand. I'm trying to actually find an image of Kyle Katarn from, Academy or some of those other Jedi Knight games where you use two sabers. I'm trying to remember if the green goes in the right or the left hand. I'm going to stick the blue in the right hand just because I can. Anyway, there's one more conversation we could have here. I'll wait on it. It's not that important. It just gives a permanent bonus to force points. Instead, we're going to go to Onderon. Well, before we go to Onderon, I'm actually going to take a slight detour here, and so...
Betrayal. Machines. A passion for such things defies me.
There. You should be able to do some quick fixes. You won't be able to perform serious repairs, but you should be able to patch up any broken droids. I think it's time I gave your cutting laser a little boost. It works fine for repairs, but we could use your help in a firefight. Don't worry about it. We'll make sure they keep you out of their scopes. Think of it this way. You can keep KOTOR in line with it. Finally decided to let me take a look at your circuitry.
Answer: indeed I did. I hope you understand how difficult it is for me to trust a meatbag with something as delicate as my inner mechanics. Explanation: our encounters with my copies has convinced me that I should look into upgrading my capabilities in order that I may be able to destroy them with greater impunity.
Worried you might be going obsolete? I understand.
Objection. Nothing of the sort. I am programmed to improve my capabilities if it will improve my chances of destroying a target, even as unsavory an avenue as this.
You don't have to suffer on my account. Maybe you are better off not letting me dig around in you.
Retraction. You must understand, my previous interactions with meatbags have rarely been pleasant. Disclosure. After all, most of those meetings involved the termination of said meatbags.
It obviously couldn't have been your charming personality. Now, if you want me to see if I can upgrade your functionality, just let me get to work on you.
Answer: in that case, please go ahead. Just be careful not to damage any of my delicate parts. Analysis. My self-diagnostic indicates that my performance has indeed been improved. Also, many of my systems are reporting improved efficiency. Commentary. I am most pleased with this turn of events. It would appear that my initial analysis of your mechanical abilities was incorrect.
You're welcome.
All that for +1 con. Anyway, I went to Telos first to just find a lab bench. This reaction system implant gives +3 dex, and I was kind of running out, so I figured I'd at least show those. And now I'm really going to go to Onderon.
Well, this is Onderon. Looks like there's a long line to get into the ISIS starport.
Something feels wrong here. A great disturbance here in orbit, and again on the planets below.
I guess this blockade is a symptom of larger problems on Onderon.
If they decide to do a cargo search, we're gonna be in trouble.
Looks like we're about to find out. I'm receiving a message from some Colonel Tobin. Patching it through.
The Ebon Hawk. I was told to expect your arrival. I don't know your business on Onderon, but it ends here.
We've taken some hits. We can try to fight back, or I can outrun them and hide us on the jungle moon nearby. It's your call.
The movie we just missed showed a bunch of little fighters breaking off and attacking us. More or less, you can fight them off of the turret, or you can just run for it, and the outcome is exactly the same. I'm really bad at that minigame, so I'm just gonna run for it.
Just once I wish someone was glad to see us, but no. If it isn't weapons pointed at our heads, it's someone trying to blast us out of the sky.
Okay, where did we land?
Looks like one of the moons of Onderon. Not sure which one. It's mostly jungle and mountain. I did pick up the remains of an old outpost near here. Maybe that's why there's all these clearings around. Maybe they were once settlements.
There were no settlements here. Those clearings were most likely once craters or crash sites.
Crash sites?
This is Duxon, where the Mandalorians began their crusade against the Republic. The remains of whatever outposts you detected here are military ones. We should be careful.
This is where the Mandalorian Wars started? This doesn't look like much of a battlefield.
Much is buried here, and there is much that should remain buried.
Okay, well, we need to get to Onderon.
Until the ship is repaired, we're not going anywhere. Unless you can find another route to Onderon, we should sit tight.
There may be a means to get to Onderon by another route. The Force has guided us here for a reason. We should explore our surroundings. There is something here.
Something? Oh, there's something here, all right. Predators. Not small flit darters, but big, mean, nasty predators.
Nevertheless, we should explore our surroundings. And that nearby outpost would be as good a place as any to begin.
Alright, well, just sitting around here is boring.
Well, if you go, be careful. No telling what other ships were forced down in the battle.
I have a feeling the ship will not be repaired until our business here is concluded. Do I make myself clear?
Yeah, I understand. What's so important about this place?
This is where the Mandalorian Wars began. She fought here once, and there are things here she must see.
She fought here? Why didn't she say anything?
Do you speak of all your battles? Or are there some you wish to forget?
On that note, we'll just end the episode here.